Sleep tight.
Oh God.
There's one YouTuber that did that one time into the microphone. Like, I know you probably watch my videos to bed, and just in case you are, sleep tight. I love it.
About to give me some bad dreams, honestly. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
I kind of fucks with it.
It was a little spooky. It's funny too because his little avatar, his little character is an eldritch god.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Which one of the billions?
Well, it's like an original thing that's like inspired
original.
by it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like a person
like
in a
that.
gas mask, but he's got like giant like tentacles and stuff like that coming out of him.
Okay, that's sick.
Like that. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
But anyway. Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
How we doing today? It is not the morning right now for us, but we're still doing it.
Absolutely. Still got the coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Had to.
Mm-hmm. Coffee all day.
Yeah.
All day.
All day, every day.
Never stop.
It's every day, bro.
Absolutely.
With that Disney Channel flow.
What is that?
Wait, you've never seen that?
I don't think so.
Have you ever seen Jake Paul's, his rap song?
I don't think... No, I definitely haven't seen that.
Tom.
Oh boy, I'm missing out.
It's as bad as you think it is. It is awful.
It sounds bad.
That's literally the first line, bro.
Oh, God.
It's every day, bro. With that Disney Channel flow. 5 mil on YouTube, been 6 months. Never done before. The fact that I even remembered the first line is insane.
This is Jake dissing Logan?
I think it was just like a thing.
Okay.
I don't know if he was specifically dissing Logan, but I know the next video that Logan made was
I was gonna say, doesn't Logan...
him.
I think Logan has more subscribers than him at this point, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I
don't like
does.
either of them. I hate both of them.
Neither do I. They're both horrible, awful, terrible people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I remembered.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about that.
No, we're not. I'll probably cut out most of that, but I'll keep in the funny bits. But yeah, so we're here today with part 2. Hope you enjoyed part 1. I know it was a slog, a long one. Here, future Casey put up an image of just like the graph of when people fell off in the video. Because that would be hilarious. That would make me watching. Laugh. Yes. I'm sure it was after like 30 seconds with like all my videos.
Right.
But anyway, we are here to talk about 2 decks. We still have the Mothman deck and we have the Science deck.
Exciting.
To look at today. So before we kind of get into that, I did ask you a question and everything before, and it was, what character did you most want to see get made into a card?
Yeah, so...
And who was it?
So it was already kind of spoiled. I got a little preview of what's to come today.
Right.
But
it was completely on me, because I was just like, is there another slide after this? And then I clicked it, and then it showed and everything.
I feel like it might have had already been spoiled to me before. I feel like Fallout might have actually posted something like that.
Oh,
I saw
really?
it. Yeah, because they've been posting cards too. And I've been seeing a little bit every here and there. But the character that I wanted to see definitely was the Master. He is the main antagonist of the first Fallout game. He is easily, there, right there.
He looks sick.
Super cool, yeah. My favorite thing about him as character-wise, absolutely, first, is the design. Just, it is one of the coolest, most unique designs.
So that design, like, on the card is, like...
Yeah, that's how he appears in the game. Wow. He can't travel anywhere. He's stuck to the mainframe of the vault that he's currently in. I
didn't think he was inside of a vault.
He is. It's an abandoned vault, or is it an abandoned bunker? It may not be like a vault tech vault specifically, but it's like some sort of bunker that he's inside of.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I wanted to see him as a character. He's, I think, one of the coolest villains the series has ever come up with. Just so unique. And when you go to fight him in the game, it's such a cool experience too. Seeing him for the first time obviously is insane, but the music, everything that's amps up, it just has this really like disturbing, creepy like ambience to it, and I'm such a big fan of like sci-fi like body horror sort of like type of things. So he just fits. He slots in there like so perfectly with some of my favorite.
There's a movie we should watch then that is like body horror.
Okay,
and everything.
I would.
It's called Iron Man.
Okay.
It's from like the 50s, 40s, 60s. It's from Japan. So
Okay.
like, it's fire.
I would love it. I mean, some of my favorites. I obviously love The Fly.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's The Thing. I mean, obviously
both
the
bangers.
classics. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, they're classics like now, but like, I mean, they were even classics when they came out. Honestly, they were just like.
Right. Now they have like the cult following.
Yes,
where it's like,
yes.
You've never seen The Thing, but like...
I wouldn't even say cult following. I think it literally is just like... I think it's not a... I wouldn't say it's like an essential movie that every... Because I think there are movies where it's like every human being should watch this. And like, I don't think The Thing is on there, but I think like... If you love movies, that is a movie you should watch.
Yes, especially 100%. If you're a fan of horror and like also incredible practical effects.
Oh my god, the practical effects in that movie are insane. But this is not a Thing review. We are here to talk about cards.
I'm sorry, I'm sending us down so many tangents.
Nah, it's all good, bro. That's what this whole channel is, just tangents.
But I was really excited to see the Master get featured in the card,
and you can totally read this guy. But going in, I just want you to know that the Mothman deck and then the Master being the other card you could just play outside of the box or out of the box, like as you take it out and everything. The whole theme is the Rads counters.
Okay.
That's like the whole theme in here.
Right.
All right.
We did go over that.
Yes, we went over that in the first part. Not showing it again. You have to go watch episode 1.
That's right.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna show it.
Get him to the other video.
Oh, exactly. Right. Yeah. All right. But anyway, take it away, bro. Read the Master.
All right. Cool. The Master, Transcendence, legendary artifact creature, mutant. When the Master Transcendent enters the battlefield, target player gets 2 rad counters. Okay. So just right out of the bat, just like throwing them on. Put target creature card in graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under your control. Okay. It's a green mutant with base power and toughness 3/3. It loses its other colors and creature types.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
So it just straight up becomes a 3/3 green mutant.
Yeah.
And everything.
Okay.
And it keeps its abilities and everything. It just loses, like if it was like an artifact creature, it's now a 3/3 green mutant.
Yeah.
Instead.
So this works with the other mechanic of like the cards we read earlier, that mill cards.
Yes. Yeah. Like this, I love this strategy. This definitely seems like you want to not only mill yourself to get the cards you want, but also you can mill your opponent. Because it says enters the battlefield, put target player gets 2 rad counters. That could be anybody. So I really like this card. This card is very cool. I can definitely see myself building that for sure.
It's an awesome card for strategy.
Yes.
It's an awesome card in the context of the Master as a character. So if you don't know, the Master is the creator of the super mutant race in Fallout.
Whoa, that's sick.
That is the whole point. Basically turning the cards that you milled into super mutants, essentially. I mean, that's what he is doing in the game of the Wasteland. The plot of the first game is stopping him because he is creating a super mutant army.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's the villain in the first game?
Yes.
And then you beat him in the first game?
Yes. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
You either kill him or you show him that his super mutant plan won't work because the super mutants are sterile. See, he's someone that believes that the super mutants are like the next step of evolution. He thinks it's the only way humanity can survive is as super mutants in this harsh wasteland. Yeah, so that's his philosophy.
That's interesting.
It is. It's
I really like that.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
It's super cool. Yeah, exactly. So that's what he believes. So you can either kill him,
right?
Which basically the rest of the super mutant army just does nothing because they don't have a leader. They just kind of fall apart. Or you can prove to him that the super mutant army can't work as the next step of evolution, and he'll destroy himself. Which, because ultimately that is...
So he dies regardless.
He does die regardless, yeah. But that is his ultimate plan.
Does he only show up in the first game?
Yes.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's
The effects that he has last throughout the entire series, because obviously super mutants then just become a species that exist in Fallout after
Is
that.
Fallout 1 the first in the timeline?
Well, outside of 76, yes.
Okay.
76 technically comes first in the timeline.
Oh, interesting.
But 76 takes place in West Virginia. Fallouts 1, 2, and New Vegas, those all take place in like Southern California, Nevada area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So West Coast.
West Coast, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There is a divide between the East Coast and the West Coast games.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So let's keep moving on. We got Feral Ghoul. 2/2 zombie mutant for 3, 2 of any color and a black with menace. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Feral Ghoul. When he dies, each opponent gets a number of rad counters equal to its power.
Wow.
Yeah, so if he's just really big.
Yeah. And that's each opponent. So that's each opponent. So you're not affected by that, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just each opponent.
Nice. That's very, very helpful.
This, I think that's a really cool card, but this next card creeps me out.
Vexing.
I
see why.
So for those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of my friends know who are watching, but I have a fear of birds, specifically ones that are chicken or bigger, which I know that covers a very large amount of birds.
Good amount of them for sure.
But like toucans, I'm not afraid of.
Okay.
And like owls, I'm not afraid of.
Okay.
And like hawks are cool, but like there are exceptions to this rule. But I'm just saying, like if you're a chicken or bigger, and I don't mean just like. I mean like a super mutant chicken. I mean like a chicken that like McDonald's has bred in their like facility.
Absolutely,
like those are just scary, like just terrifying. So so take this one away. I'm gonna.
We'll go. The Vexing Radgull. So it's a creature bird mutant. It has flying. Whenever Vexing Radgull deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 rad counters. If they don't have any rad counters, okay, so. If they already do, they don't get it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Otherwise, proliferate.
Yes.
So I need to read what that means. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter if each kind already...
So for example, if your opponent already has the 2 rad counters from Vexing Radgull, if it deals damage, you can proliferate, which means whatever has a counter on the board, it could be a +1/+1 counter. It could be rad counters. It could be menace counters.
Okay.
You proliferate, you add another counter.
Okay.
So you're just adding more and more and more. Proliferate is a very powerful mechanic.
Okay.
Like it's very good.
Yeah.
So
okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very, very. I know, like this is the first time you're seeing proliferate.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I've seen it before, but I always struggle with like remembering that is and what that does.
It's basically just like choose counters and then they get extra counters and everything. This next card is really cool though. Cathedral Acolyte for 2 mana, 1 and a green for a 1/2 human cleric. Each creature you control with a counter on it has ward 1. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And you can tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that entered the battlefield this turn.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's super good.
Okay.
Super good.
Neat.
So what I mean by like this is a good ward card to me.
Okay.
Like I know I said like in the last episode, like I was like, ward is on everything now, blah 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 blah. And I know this might be inconsistent and everything, but I like this. It's giving other creatures ward and everything. So I think it's cool because like if it's taken away, then nothing else has ward anymore. You know, so like it's powerful, but at the same time, like if you just get rid of Cathedral Acolyte, then everyone doesn't have ward anymore. So it's like I think this is a very balanced way of ward. Like we're not just giving it to them for no reason. We're giving it to them because this guy is on the battlefield.
Right. Okay.
So.
I see what reading this card. I think I can see what you mean from like the last time, whatever card it was that had ward on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very nice.
That is very cool. I like the artwork on it too.
Oh, the artwork is sick.
All right. Hey, so we got a rampaging Yao-Guai.
Okay, that is how you pronounce it.
Yes.
All right.
It's a Yao-Guai. It's a mutant bear.
Oh, that's so cool.
There you go. It's a 2/2.
It's a bear mutant. Oh, it's for 2. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's sick.
Yeah, I just saw that immediately when I saw it. I'm like, it's going to be a 2/2. So it's a creature bear mutant. It has vigilance and trample. Rampaging Yao-Guai enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Okay.
So however much you pay into it. Okay. Oh, it's X and 3 green, by the way.
Yes.
For its casting.
Oh, interesting. Okay. When Rampaging Yao-Guai enters the battlefield, destroy any number of target artifacts and or enchantments with total mana value X or less.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the X again? How do you determine the X?
You pay the X. Because it's in its casting cost. So how much mana are you willing to pay?
Am I willing to pay? Okay.
Yeah. So let's say you do 2. 5 mana, you get a 2/2, but it enters with 2 extra counters. So it's a 4/4.
Interesting.
And then you destroy any number, so this can be multiple, of target artifacts and or enchantments with total mana value X or less.
Okay.
So if you do 2, you can blow up 2 soul rings.
Dang.
Because it's 1 + 1 = 2.
So you're saying like if I wanted to pay like 10 mana,
yes,
I get a +10/+10 on top of him?
Yes.
Plus I can destroy
up to
10 or less enchantments.
as long as the casting cost adds to 10.
Okay. Wow.
That's the whole thing.
That's pretty neat. Pretty cool.
I think it's really, really cool. I really like this guy.
No,
this guy's sick.
Definitely.
All right. Infesting Radroach. 2 of any color and a black for a 2/2 insect mutant with flying. Can't be blocked.
It has flying. Wow.
Or, I'm sorry. It can't block. Sorry. It can be blocked. It just can't block. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many rad counters. Whenever an opponent mills a non-land card if infesting Radroach was in your graveyard, you may return it to your hand.
Wow.
So it's just constantly coming back, bro, because you can't really kill a cockroach.
Yeah, that's really, really funny.
Yeah, I like it. I like this
super
guy.
cool. Yeah.
And he has flying, so like that's good.
That is
good.
Yeah.
It's a good body.
He is.
Because like, why would you? Because you can't block, so like, why wouldn't you just attack over?
You would just always attack with him. Yeah, I get that. That's neat. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's very nice. Hell yeah. Do you want to take the next one?
Absolutely. So next up, we have a glowing one. Creature, zombie, mutants. For context, glowing ones are ghouls who have been exposed to like so much radiation. They're just radiating. Radiation,
like
basically.
constantly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And I think this makes sense. It has death touch.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
Whenever glowing one deals combat damage to a player, they get 4 rad counters. Whenever
4?
That is pretty deadly. Whenever a player mills a non-land card, you gain 1 life. Wow.
Okay, that's pretty sick. I like that. I like that a lot. Finally, something that Matt has to block.
Yeah.
Motherfucker loves to just take damage, which I appreciate. I do almost the same thing. But like there are many times where he doesn't block, where he can block things and kill them. I just don't think he wants to do the math, which is fine.
So this is a good like counter for something like that.
Yeah, very much for Matt's strategy.
Because of the rad counters,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
That's because he wants to avoid taking those rad counters.
I mean, like you want to avoid, but also like milling cards is fine by me, honestly. I don't care. All right. Bloatfly Swarm. 0/0 flyer for 3 mana of any color and a black. Enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters on it. So he is a 5/5 upon entering.
Neat.
If damage would be dealt to the swarm while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and then just remove that many 1/1 counters from it.
Oh, how neat is that?
And then give each player a rad counter for each 1/1 removed.
Wow.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah.
Because there's been like a lot of cards in Magic that kind of do that, where it's like, oh, if it has +1/+1 counters, just take them off instead of it just like dying, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you do more than 5, then automatically dead.
Okay.
5 or more is automatic death.
Right. That's
but
just death.
still, like that's still 5 rad counters that target player is getting. Or I'm sorry, each player. Sorry, not target, each.
player.
That's awesome.
That's pretty deadly.
I like this. I like this a lot. I love the mill strategy we're going for here. All right, this next guy's crazy
Radstag. Yeah, he's cool. Creature, elk mutant, evolve. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Yeah,
neat.
But also, like, it's why did I do this every time, bro? At least it wasn't that loud.
Yeah.
So basically, if it gets a +1/+1 counter, now it's 3. Now you need someone with 3 or greater power. So then the evolve
So every
cost,
time it will go up because it's going up with each creature. Okay.
So it will get harder and harder to evolve this as time goes on.
Right.
But like at the beginning, you can definitely get this guy to like at least 4 power.
Yeah.
Like very easily.
Let's say that makes sense, but that's still pretty nice to have.
This next ability though,
yeah, whenever Watchful Radstag evolves, create a token that's a copy of it.
Yeah,
okay.
So it copies all of the abilities. So which is here's the thing is that if you got 2 on the battlefield and they're both 3/3s, you put a 4/4 down. 2 will see that happen. So they'll evolve once.
Wow.
And then 2 will create 2 more.
That's crazy.
4 total.
Okay.
And then 4 will become 8, and 8 will become 16.
Okay, I see.
And so on and so forth. I see
how it's like used.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's sick.
Wow.
I love this card. Next, we got a Tato Farmer.
Look at him. He's so happy.
He's a 1/4 good blocker. With for 2 of any color and a green for a zombie mutant peasant. Specifically, he's a peasant. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may get 2 rad counters if you want. And you can tap him, put target land card in a graveyard that was milled this way onto the battlefield under your control, tapped.
Wow.
So that land is now yours.
Wow.
You know, like this land is your land, this land is my land, all that.
Yeah.
It's mine, actually. It's not yours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like this guy.
I don't know the specific game he's from. I don't know what they're referencing with Tato Farmer.
I don't know. Is there not just like a random mutant?
I'm trying to think. If there's any Fallout fans watching, let me know in the comments. Because I'm genuinely curious. I don't recognize him.
That's cool though. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
All right.
Ooh, we got the Mylar Queen. Okay. So, creature crab mutants. Vigilance. When Mylar Queen enters the battlefield, target player gets 2 rad counters. So there you go.
Yeah.
Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, draw a card, then put a +1/+1 counter on Mylar Queen. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Oh, hold on a second. I forgot to do something earlier.
Okay.
Totally forgot.
No problem.
Totally.
I forgot.
All right, awesome. How do you like this card?
I'm trying to understand it real quick, but I think that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, draw a card, then put a +1/+1 counter on Mylar Queen.
Yeah, so you just draw cards for free.
For every non-land card that's milled.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it does like the rad thing, because like rad counters, you only lose a life if you've milled non-land cards.
Okay.
If you mill a land, you're not gonna. It's just like land's in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. So I like this card.
Yeah, no, I like it too.
Overall, I like this deck the most. Like I think it has the most consistency, and it has like it might fall into the thing, unfortunately, where it's like you can only kind of use rad creatures, but like I don't know. I think you can like kind of. I think the rad cards can kind of be put into any.
I think they
other specifically like graveyard strategies, like mill strategies, self mill, like all of those. Like I think you can fit a rads card in there if you so wanted to. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying you could, because a lot of them care about like whenever a card is milled, do this, like that. Like that's very helpful.
Right.
But let's move on to Young Deathclaws. 4/2 for 2 of any color, and then Golgari, so black and green. Lizard mutant with menace, so they can't be blocked. It has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And then each creature card in your graveyard has scavenge. The scavenge cost is equal to its mana cost. And scavenge means exile a creature card from your graveyard and pay its mana cost. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to that card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery.
Interesting.
That's awesome. I like that. I like that.
So his main thing is
scavenging.
Just scavenging like
Yeah, creatures. Okay. Yeah, exile a creature card.
Okay. That's pretty neat.
But like each creature in your graveyard has that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's pretty cool.
That's so awesome.
I'm excited to read this one because this is one of my favorite just like enemies to fight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we got Nightkin Ambusher. So a creature mutant warrior has ward 2. So I just want to read again what ward is. So whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless the player pays 2.
Yeah, I have to pay 2 additional mana. So if it's a kill spell for 2 mana, you have to pay 4 mana.
Okay.
Total.
My opponent would have to.
Yes.
If they did that to me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Got you. Okay. So when Nightkin Ambusher enters the battlefield, target player gets 4 rad counters. Nightkin Ambusher can't be blocked as long as defending player has a rad counter.
So it's just unblockable.
Okay.
Which is awesome. I think that's cool. It's free damage.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. It's still a cool card overall. It doesn't have to do too much with the Nightkin. I was expecting kind of more. So the thing with Nightkin is they have this technology called Stealth Boys, which allows them to like turn invisible.
Oh, well, that's what unblockable. That's what being unblockable is.
That's just what being unblockable means. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can't block it.
Well,
unblock. When you put the word "un" in front of something, it means like you can't do that.
Well, I get that. What does that have to do with him being invisible?
Cause you can't block something that's invisible.
I guess. You
don't know it's like Predator sneaking up.
Yeah.
Behind you. You don't know he's there.
I was expecting if they were going to do something else, like, I don't know. I expected something to do more specific with the stealth aspect of it, as opposed to just being unblockable.
That is stealth magic. Like that is the stealthiest thing you can do in Magic.
Okay.
Unless you were to do Morph, which is an ability where you put it face down, so it's like defense mode in Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like your opponent doesn't see what's on it, but you can cast it later and like flip it up. That would be, but I don't think Morph makes sense in this personally.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting necessarily, but moving on.
Lumbering Mega Sloth.
Damn, I wonder if these are 76 creatures, because I don't recognize the sloth either.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
So it is an 8/8 for 12 mana.
Wow.
10 of any color and 2 green.
Wow.
This spell costs 1 less to cast for each counter among players and permanents.
Wow.
That's very easy to fill.
Yeah.
Very
I was going to say, if
easy.
it's counting for each opponent.
Yeah. So if you guys like have 10 rads counters total, this guy is 2 mana. He is an 8/8 with trample, but he enters the battlefield tapped. So we can't do anything upon entering. Okay. He's just a guy.
Well, he's pretty big and powerful.
He's big boy.
He is a big boy. They had to add some sort of buff to him, I guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool guy.
Yeah.
This art, though, for this next card is crazy.
Yeah. Screeching Scorch Beast. So this is another boss that you can fight in 76.
That's cool.
A creature bat mutant. It has flying and menace. Whenever Screeching Scorch Beast attacks, each player gets 2 rad counters. Whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, you may create that many 2/2 black zombie mutant creature tokens. Do this only once each turn. Wow. So he's pretty big, pretty powerful, and he makes guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Like all of the strategies are starting to like come together a little bit, because you got the queen. I don't know what her surname is. Myler Queen. It's like, oh, you draw cards if this happens. This guy's like, no, you make guys if this happens.
Yeah.
And then there's another one where it's like, oh no, you get lands. Yeah. Like it's like all coming together.
Right.
And everything.
Yeah.
This is a card that you've probably seen.
Alpha Deathclaw.
Yeah, so Alpha Deathclaw, 6/6 for 6, 4 of any color, a black and a green. Menace Trample, Lizard Mutant. When he enters the battlefield or becomes monstrous, destroy target permanent.
Wow, okay.
And then becoming monstrous is paying 5 of any color and then a black and a green. Monstrous 4, which just means you put 4 +1/+1 counters on.
So you can do that at any time.
Yes.
But it also the effect happens as soon as he enters the battlefield.
He enters the battlefield,
and then you can destroy a target.
Destroy something, and if you don't have 7 mana, you can pay the monstrous cost at any time
to destroy it again, to destroy something else a second time.
But also get 4 +1/+1 counters,
which is nice. Yeah.
So he's a 10/10 Menace Trample.
He's
I like this
big beefy guy.
I likes him a lot for sure.
I feel like it's very fitting for a Deathclaw card because
heck yeah,
like in the early Fallout games especially too, they were always like considered like the most dangerous like creature. And like if you talk to NPCs about it, they were like in like the realm of like myth status.
Okay,
like they were just so deadly and so powerful. Like most people who had never seen one didn't think they actually existed. Deathclaws are cool. Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah,
heck yeah, cool. That's awesome.
All right, so we got Hancock, the Ghoulish Mayor.
So this was one of the cards that I told the Tom that I might build off of as the camera. Does it
no?
Yeah.
Camera, no.
All right, starting a new clip. There we go.
That was it. That was the one.
That was crisp. Crispus.
Legendary creature zombie mutant advisor, Hancock, the ghoulish mayor. Each other creature you control that's a zombie or mutant gets +X, where X is the number of counters on Hancock. Wow. Undying. I need to read what that means again.
Yeah, go for it.
So when this creature dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Okay.
So you can honestly like use him as a free blocker, and then he gets a +1/+1 counter, and then because he is bigger, he'll give everyone else a +1/+1.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, and then you can just like, and then you can just keep making him bigger using like other cards and everything. Like I really like him.
That's cool. I like that a lot too. Yeah, for sure.
It's like it's specifically zombies and mutants, which is like, I don't know how many mutant cards there are going to be. Like, it's really only going to be from this set, but there is a lot.
Well, there's a mutant one coming up.
A lot of zombies.
Yeah.
But he doesn't fit the colors, though. Because remember, in Commander, you got to fit the color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of mono black zombies, though.
Okay.
Like, a ton.
Yeah.
So, he would mostly be a zombie deck.
Was the Nightkin earlier black?
He was black and blue.
Okay.
Yeah. Mutant warrior.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Neat. Do you want to take Piper?
No. Wait. You want me to take it, or do you want you?
I can. I read Hancock.
Oh, my bad. I can't.
Bad. I mean, it's up to you. I can.
Nah. It's all good. I got Piper.
She's my wife.
Oh, good for you. Piper, right? Public. Yeah. That is public. That's a weird way of spelling.
That is a really weird way of spelling that.
Public reporter.
Okay.
1/2 human detective for 2, one of any color in a blue. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, investigate that many times.
Okay.
Wow. So it's just however much damage you do. Whenever deals combat damage, you investigate. Yeah, it's many however times. Much damage. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then investigating is creating a clue token, and if you pay 2 mana, sacrifice the clue, you draw a card.
Neat.
Very awesome.
Yeah. So it's just a card drawing thing.
Yeah. Whenever you sack a clue, though, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, which will probably be yourself.
Well, that's even nicer.
Yeah. So she'll just make more and more clues as the game goes along.
And she can make herself bigger.
Yes, that's very nice. I like that. I like that a whole lot.
Hell yeah.
Does she collect a lot of clues?
Yeah, I mean, she is a detective. She's not a detective, but she's a reporter.
She's a public reporter.
She's a public reporter.
With
sorry.
a K.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I also don't know what
Maybe that's how they spell it in the game. I honestly don't remember, but yeah. Yeah, no, she reports, she finds clues. She's from Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a companion in Fallout 4.
The worldly beloved game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, it's a fun game to play. Mm-hmm. That is what I'll say. You can have a lot of fun playing it.
Hell yeah.
And that is all I'll say.
Okay. Honestly, when it comes to games, like, that's kind of all you need?
That's kind of all you need, but I mean, there's just Fallout games that have incredible stories and incredible RPG elements and mechanics too, of like the amount of decisions and stuff like that you can make. Fallout 4 is probably the most streamlined of the series, meaning it's basically just a really cool, pretty environment with pretty enemies and graphics and stuff like that you can run around and shoot and kill. And that's about it. It's fun, but not necessarily what I want if I want to play an RPG.
Okay. You're saying so they sacrificed story and like side things for like better looking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it better to play? Like,
yes.
how's the game?
It is better to play. Yes.
Okay.
The combat actually feels like real combat, which is really nice.
Okay. When you say real combat, you don't mean like turn-based or anything?
Exactly. Yeah. So Fallout 3 and 4, or Fallout 3 and New Vegas, they're not turn-based. They're turn-based? Yeah, they're a hybrid of like turn-based and like real-time combat.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The actual like real-time combat is just so clunky in those games, and I love those games, but they are so clunky. I always resort to VATS in those games, which is basically turn-based. It's basically the turn-based option with those games. Okay. So I like pausing my combat, healing, choosing which enemy to target, stuff like that. I like the pausing in 3 and New Vegas.
Okay.
4 onward, you don't have to do that because the real-time combat actually feels natural.
Real.
Yeah, and real when you're playing it. Okay. So I still use VATS in Fallout 4 sometimes, but like in 3 and New Vegas, in my opinion, it's a necessity. Whereas in 4 and 76, it's fluid enough that you don't need it.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. And then in Fallout 1 and 2, it's exclusively turn-based.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, which is slow, man. Those games are hard to play.
Like, is it okay? So when you say like, do you just think turn-based is slow in general?
No,
or
in Fallout specifically, it is slow.
Okay,
it is
cool.
slow specifically.
Right. Hell yeah! I was gonna say we will have no turn-based hatred.
You know, I have my games that I like to play that have turn-based combat for sure. I mean, I like Pokemon.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. All right.
Pokemon is awesome.
Yeah. Marcus, the mutant mayor. We love cool. Marcus. Yeah, Marcus is one of the best characters. So he's a legendary creature, mutant advisor. He has vigilance and trample.
Sick.
Yeah. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card if that creature has a +1/+1 counter on it. If it doesn't, put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Hey!
Awesome.
So if it doesn't work the first time, wow, I like that. I kind of, for being like a mayor, that's really funny, actually.
Yeah.
If it doesn't try the first time, let's do it again. 2 terms, baby. 2 terms. He's
a nice dude. He's gonna be mayor for life, and he's
really?
Yeah, he's basically immortal too, so he can basically be a mayor forever.
That's awesome.
He's like one of like the only like genuinely like really good characters. He's just like a good person. He wants super mutants and humans to like coexist together.
Dude, yeah, let's go. Exactly. I'm voting for him.
Yeah.
If they have a vote, or if it's not just like a fight to the death kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how
that would be really cool.
I don't know how they do it.
That would be awesome.
He's also a returning character too. He first shows up in Fallout 2 and then he comes back in New Vegas.
All right. This guy.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to pronounce him how I think it is pronounced.
Okay.
Raul.
Yes.
Let's go, bro! For a second, I was like, is this Raul?
No.
Or like Rule?
Nah, Raul.
Right. Raul. Let's go.
Fun fact, he's voiced by Danny Trejo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Shout out to Danny Trejo.
Yes,
real
sir.
Quick. It would have been really funny if they just like put him in this.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, if it was
hilarious.
just him as
just a photorealistic Danny
so
Trejo.
That'd be great.
Fucking or just Machete.
Yeah, that's true. Awesome that's true. Yeah.
Because he just that's really funny how they just don't do anything to change that character. It's like they don't add like makeup or like anything.
Yeah, it's kind of just him though in every role he plays. Funny. Honestly, he just is Machete. It's so funny.
So Raul, troubleshooter, 1/4 for 3, one of any color, a blue and a black. Legendary creature, zombie, mutant, rogue. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from among cards in your graveyard that were milled this turn. I love that. That's awesome. So just mill yourself and play cards.
Okay.
And you can tap them. Each player mills a card. I love it. I love this guy. This we're
cool.
getting a lot of self-mill and I love it.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
So awesome.
Okay.
All right, take this next guy, bro.
Let's go.
I'm so happy.
I like him too. All right, so next up we got Jason Bright, the Glowing Prophet.
Excuse me.
Legendary creature, zombie mutant advisor. Whenever a zombie or mutant you control dies, if its power was different from its base power, draw a card.
Yo! Neat. Okay, so that means like his base power is 2/3.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, not his base power is 2. Mm-hmm. If he were to grow, then
I could draw a card after he dies.
Yes.
Neat. Come fly with me. 2. Sacrifice a creature. Excuse me. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains flying until end of turn.
Wow. So both of his abilities work in tandem together.
Yeah.
This is a successful Magic card. I would say every single card in this deck is successful. Like each card I'm noticing does one thing, and the second thing it does bounces off of the first in such a well-rounded way.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if these are necessarily like the most flavorful of like Fallout, but these are just well-made Magic cards.
I think so. I think they are for the most part. With Jason, I mean, I think it's funny that they get flying because they're ghouls. They can't fly on their own. But the quest that's attached to him is he has this group of like, he's a prophet. So he's got this like little faction of ghouls, sentient ghouls.
Oh.
And because of how they're treated in the wasteland, how they're always discriminated against, he's building rockets to shoot them off into the promised land, which is why I believe when you create a +1/+1 count,
he's shooting them.
Creature, yeah, that's why it has flying.
That's awesome.
Because that's the quest.
That's awesome.
So
that's so cool.
That's pretty funny.
That's sick.
Yeah. What's also pretty funny too is they just
die.
Yeah. Yeah. They shoot off the
assume
rockets
so.
and then you don't see what happens, but it looks like they just fly into the dirt and then explode. It's really
Well,
funny.
the promised land could be like death.
That's true. Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe that's what they meant. It's a fantastic quest, by the way. That was the quest that made me fall in love with New Vegas.
So I have a question about this card.
Yes.
This next one.
Yes.
Is it the person in the tree?
Yes.
Harold and Bob?
Yes. So Harold is the actual person. Bob is the little tree sapling that he named it Bob that mutated, and then it grew into a tree around him.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, except for the fact that he's now stuck in place and can't move.
I don't care. That's fine.
He does. He hates living like this.
Oh,
he's really sad.
Oh.
Because, dude, he's stuck there. Imagine just like being stuck in one place forever.
But I feel like he put himself into this situation.
No, he didn't.
How?
He was just walking. He was just walking, and then a tree sapling started rooting. Yeah, and then it took root, and then like he was probably sleeping one night, and then while he was sleeping, it took root in one place, and then he was stuck.
Damn. Couldn't like cut it off. Couldn't get like a saw.
No. Well, no, because it's a part of him, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
See, that was my next question. I was like, is it like it's like a tumor?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's not doing well. The quest is
Tree
literally
tumor.
tree tumor. The quest associated with him is literally should he live or should he die, basically. Because he doesn't enjoy living anymore.
See, like personally, I think I would love to be a tree. I think that sounds like heaven, low key. Just chilling, vibing.
These dudes here worship you.
Oh, dude, you got worshipers?
Yeah,
they can
like
bring you food, water.
Like
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sure it sounds painful to be merged with a tree, but if I just was a tree man, like that'd be sick.
Like a tree man or like a tree? Because like if you're a tree, I think that's fine.
I'm a tree. But I can see, I can hear, I can touch, like I have like the senses.
Okay.
I have the 5 senses.
But you still can't move, right? You can't.
No,
move.
I can't. I'm rooted.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, listen, as long as I got like a nice view, like if I'm in like a park, that's awesome. But if I'm that really sad looking tree on the side of the highway, I'm having the worst.
That would
time.
suck. That would not be fun.
It really depends on location, actually. It really does.
Yeah.
All right.
Harold is a beloved Fallout creature.
That's awesome.
Character, by the way.
Okay.
He has the max amount of games that he shows up in, more than any other character.
Oh, really?
3 Fallout games. Yeah.
Wow.
Fallout's 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Good for him.
Yeah.
Getting the first. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Is he's like the Obi-Wan?
He is.
He like appears in everything.
In most of them, yeah.
Most.
He more than likely, of course, because you have the option to kill him in 3 if you want. Which is why he doesn't show up in any other game. But yeah.
Oh, why? Because everyone was just like, he's gonna die.
Well, there's just no canon.
Is that the canon?
No, there's no canon answer.
Oh.
They just didn't put him in the game because I'm assuming they don't want to give a canon answer as to whether he died or not. He's a cool character.
Pussies.
Bro, I don't like when they canonize decisions. When you make decisions, the whole point is like, there's my decision. So
okay, that's
keep
fair.
it as big as
That's
possible because I want my decisions to be canon.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
But yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, been talking about him a lot. I love Harold.
No.
Everyone in the Fallout community
right.
loves Harold. So
okay.
Go ahead and read his card.
Oh, okay. Harold and Bob first. Nummins. First nummins.
I have no clue.
Just like num-nums?
I guess so.
All right, cool. Harold and Bob first num-nums. 3/3 for 3, 2 of any color and a green. Vigilance and reach. He's a tree folk mutant. I love that. Because there are other tree folk in Magic. That's just like a creature type.
Oh, no way. That's so cool.
He's part of the creature type.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to make a tree folk deck, I guess you can put him in there.
Have it leave with Bob.
Yeah.
Or Harold and Bob. Sorry.
Yeah. When first nummies dies, oh wow. If it was a creature, return it to the battlefield.
Wow.
It's an aura attached with enchanted forest you control, and enchanted forest has tap it. Add 3 mana of any one color. You get 2 rad counters.
Wow.
And Harold and Bob lose all other abilities.
Wow.
Okay.
So basically,
when he dies,
he becomes basically like what? Just a mana thing?
Yeah.
Gives you mana?
Yeah.
That's
he becomes a tree. Like he becomes a forest.
He literally becomes a tree. That's awesome.
I like that. I think this is a flavor win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Folks. Like, I think this is a flavor win. I think this is a card win. I think this is just a good.
All the above.
Card.
It's what works too. He creates the forest.
Yeah.
His saplings are what creates the forest around him.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
See, like, if it wasn't like I don't know if it's painful.
It's painful.
Okay.
It is painful.
Okay.
His internal organs get like rearranged and, like, all over the place. Yeah. His internal organs are not in that tree stump. They're like in the roots that are like beneath him, scattered everywhere. Yeah. It's not fun. It's painful. But you can convince him to go on living.
Okay.
Which is sweet.
I'm going to convince him.
That's the decision I always go with. Because the tree minders, the people that worship him, they need him.
That's fair.
Plus, if he keeps growing, he can grow more forests in the wasteland.
For sure.
Which is also needed. So I think keeping him alive is the right thing to do.
We don't have to cut, but I want to change the brightness.
Okay, yeah, because it's getting a little dork.
Yeah.
Getting dork.
Curse you, son.
Curse you, Earth's rotation. Fuck you.
All right, so this third
also
video.
Fucking rotating on your axis, creating seasons. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, I like the seasons.
I don't like winter.
I like winter.
I don't like winter.
I like all 4 seasons.
I
think all 4 have their pluses and minuses.
They do, but I think winter has the least pluses. I mean, I like winter sports, and I think winter looks cool. It looks pretty. But other than that, no, it's cold. Is it my turn?
This. Yeah.
Okay.
Take this dude.
So
he looks cool.
Strong. Oh, we got Strong. Strong, the brutish thespian. So, legendary creature, mutant berserker. Ward 2, so there you go. And Rage. Whenever Strong is dealt damage, you get 3 rad counters and put 3 +1/+1 counters on Strong. You gain life rather than lose life from radiation.
Oh, what?
Wow. That is crazy.
So, it sounds like if you were to buy this deck, and if you were to... Like when it comes with all precons, what I recommend people is... Don't keep every single card in the deck. Find the ones that work with what you're going for.
Okay.
And take out the ones that aren't doing that. So, for example, unfortunately, Harold and Bob, if you're trying to do radiation specifically, he has nothing to do with it. Yeah. So I would suggest take him out.
Dang, okay.
This seems like an auto-include in any radiation
deck. Honestly, absolutely.
Like I don't care if you like the life loss, if you have a way to capitalize on it, fine. But like, this seems powerful.
Yeah,
this
for
seems
sure.
so. And also like the Ward 2, it's like, hey, you can't just kill him. You got to pay 2 extra mana to kill him. Like what?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. That seems so powerful.
I like it.
I like it too.
I really like this guy. Yeah. Also, he's 7/7. He doesn't need any abilities.
Yeah.
Strong learns secret to human power of Macbeth.
Yeah.
I like how he said Mac.
Yeah, Strong's a little dumb.
I like no, but he's got it. He loves the art.
He does love the art. That's what's so cool about him.
That.
He's funny. He's a big mutant, but he still appreciates the finer things in life.
We love us a Shakespeare king. That's awesome. Oh, so he's like doing the thing.
Yeah, he's doing the Macbeth thing.
That's so awesome. Okay. Okay, game designers. Okay, I see you. Stop. No. Okay. Lily Brown. Raging Grandma. Oh yeah, brother. It's a 0/0 for 4. I'm gonna stop doing it.
No way.
I'm gonna stop doing it. So she's 0/0 for 4, 3 of any color and a green. Vigilance. When she enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters. So she is a 0/0, but she has 2. Yeah. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Lily if its power is 16 or less.
No way.
So the cap is like 16 counters.
Right. Otherwise, remove all but one. Otherwise,
remove all but 1 +1/+1 counters on it. Then you gain 1 life for each +1/+1 counter removed.
Wow.
So you can honestly like gain the counters, and then you can take them off.
Yeah.
And then you can just gain that life, and then so you're fluctuating. I like that.
That's very cool.
And like, if you need the big one, you can just have the big one. Like, you don't have to take away the counters.
Yeah.
I think that's very interesting.
That is.
This is a really cool. This would be a really cool mono green deck. I really, really like this. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Who is Lily? Are they cool?
Yeah, Lily's very cool. It's a companion you can have in New Vegas.
Awesome.
She was a grandma that existed before the Great War. She was entered into one of her vaults. And I remember how I went over the Master and how he was like creating super mutants. Yeah. So she was an unfortunate victim that got turned into a super mutant from the Master. She eventually mutated into a Nightkin, and she has one of the very saddest quests associated with her. It is very, very sad because she is a grandma. She has to take these meds because
she's like old.
Yeah, she's super old, and she also is like suffering from like seizures and things like that, and she's just like slowly kind of like dying. But
that already sounds sad.
That already is sad. It gets even.
Don't spoil it, God damn it! I
I'm
actually kind of want to do research on this character.
Okay, I won't spoil it, but you especially, I think, will really like it. I think you'll really appreciate it. Damn. But it is very sad, and you have to make a decision with her that really there is no right answer. It's whatever you think is best for her.
Yeah, like I have a very soft spot for grandma characters, like especially just like badass grandma characters.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously because like
badass.
I was very close with my grandma that passed away.
Yeah,
I don't know. Ever since then, it's just I'm seeing a lot of like similarities with her because like she has to take meds and she like has seizure. Not that mine did, but like she had dementia. So it was like
that plays into it too. I'll just say that, and that's why I said I think you would appreciate her character a lot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Getting me in my feels.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take it there and make it sad.
No, dude, it's fine.
I just did want to highlight it because she does have one of the best stories in the game for sure.
Hell yeah.
And it is a great companion to have. I always rock with her.
Remember, kids, just because a story is sad, that does not make it bad.
No, absolutely not.
It kind of makes it better.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying like better outright. Like you can still have a happy ending and have it be amazing.
Yes.
Star Wars is a great example.
Of course.
Honestly, and I'm talking about the original trilogy here.
Of course.
But like you can as equally have a sad story be just as powerful and just as important.
Definitely.
Yeah.
New Vegas as a game is more of a testament to that than anything. Because most of the stories in it are sad. Damn. But they're just very, very well done. Very few happy endings in New Vegas, but it is very realistic. There's plenty of happy endings in 3 and 4, which is like, man.
Dang. All right, take this next guy, because you've already seen this guy, and you really like him.
I do love him. So we've got Agent Frank Horrigan.
Is that how he sounds?
Yep.
I like
Legendary creature, mutant warrior. So he's got Trample. Agent Frank Horrigan has Indestructible as long as it is attacked this turn. Yeah. Interesting.
So that's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah. It's like he has pseudo protection.
Yeah.
Not protection all the time, but just if he attacked. So that's cool. I like it. Because also like that happens like during attacks as well.
Right.
Like because he is attacking. So he just can't die in combat, basically, and after combat. Right. It's literally combat to the end of your turn. He's protected.
Yeah, that's awesome. Whenever Agent Frank Horrigan enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate twice.
Yeah, so you double the counters. Okay. So if your opponent had 4 Rads counters, 5, 6.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's so insane.
And you can also do that for like +1/+1 counters and like all other kinds of counters.
I believe
shield counters.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. I believe I said in the last episode that I have not Fallout 2 is the only game I have not beaten. It is because of this fucker right here.
Really?
Yes. His boss fight I still not have figured out how to beat.
Wow.
Yes. Insanely difficult. You're not just fighting him, you're fighting all these Gatling lasers and all these other technology that's all around too.
Actually, Tom, I beat this on my first try in 30 seconds when I was just a womb.
I know people have beat it. I know whatever, blah, blah, blah. Look, the games are hard, all right? They should be just proud that I have made it to the Enclave oil rig at all, okay? Because that game is fucking impossible. It is insane.
Buy YouTube Shorts.
Sorry, I just had to get that out.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I now have more content for this video. Amazing.
I'm so glad.
All right. Mutational Advantage.
That is some interesting artwork for that.
Yeah, as we were talking about earlier and everything. Yeah. So I'm not gonna I think that's a whole other video.
Yeah.
And everything. But I just want you guys to know, I think artists should support human artists.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna end it there. I think Rubber Ross said it best when because he won a Streamy Award actually recently.
Oh, really?
He was like the number one like artist specific like streamer,
awesome.
which is so awesome.
Yeah.
And also like it's his 20th anniversary making like animating, which is like
so cool,
so
yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
that he's getting the recognition he deserves, but also like he just straight up was like, I have nothing to say except artists should support human artists.
Yes.
Thank you. And then he like peaced out and just walked. And I was like, that's
amazing.
my man.
I love that so much.
That's my man's.
That's so great.
But mutational advantage
Yes.
is 3 mana, 1 of any color, a blue and a green for an instant. Permanents you control with counters on them, gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to those permanents this turn. And you get to proliferate on top.
Wow.
So this is a fog, which in Magic is just like all combat damage is like gone,
basically.
basically.
It's just undone.
Yeah, and they gain hexproof, indestructible. So if you want to blow everything up after this after this happens, go for it. Blow it because your things aren't gonna see anything.
Yeah.
And then you just proliferate, so all your things get bigger and your opponents get more rad count. Like this is a great card. This is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm glad it is in blue green. Like I'm glad it's both of them. Because if it was one or the other color, I think it would be an auto include in almost every deck. And like I do love it when we get auto includes, but making a powerful card harder to cast should be the normality.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like if this was so easy, like if it was 2 of any color in a blue, you only need 1 blue mana and 2 of any color, but you need 1 of each with this. So it's a little harder. Like obviously if your deck is Simic, which is that color pairing, or if it just has those 2 colors in it, you can probably cast this as easy as possible, but Magic Soapbox.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
I love this art. I love it with all my heart.
It's cool. I do like this one too. No, yeah, absolutely. So we got nuclear fallouts, which is another X and then two death guys.
Yeah, black.
In black. Sorcery. Each creature gets twice negative XX, negative X, negative X.
Yep.
Until end of each turn. Each player gets X rad counters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you pay 12 mana, so 14 total mana for this, everything will get a -24, -24.
Wow.
Because you double it. Yeah.
Wow.
Twice. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Basically everything's dead. And then each player will get 12 rad counters.
Wow.
Because however much you pay, you'll just get the rad counters. But it's the doubling of the minuses.
Yeah.
So this is a great board wipe.
That's insane.
This is so good.
Yeah.
If I'm going to buy a deck or if I'm going to buy singles, this is a card I'm definitely getting. And I'm putting this into my Golgari deck. the life gain, life loss one, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
No, for sure. That seems like it would fit very well. That's crazy. Wow.
This next one is crazy. Contaminated Drank. So for X of any color, or X, a blue and a black for an instant, draw X cards.
Wow.
Then you get half X rad counters rounded up.
Okay.
So if you pay 7, you'll get
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what Drank has to do with drawing cards, but
yeah,
I think that's the only thing I'm kind of confused about.
Nothing
right
particular.
now.
I mean, not really anything. The card doesn't really have much to do with anything either.
It's just like a good card.
Yeah.
This is just good.
It's just in Fallout, specifically Fallout 3, all water you consume is contaminated with rads.
So. A little rad X helps, but nothing quite blocks out the taste.
Yep. Yeah, very fitting.
Ow! My pipe! Dude, some of these are hilarious. Yeah. I'm not going to read the whole paragraph. If you want to read it, go for it.
I'm going to do it. The end of the world occurred as predicted. Oh, okay. This is the opening narration from Ron Perlman.
Oh, that's cool.
The end of the world occurred as predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. That's the opening narration of Fallout 2, I believe.
That's That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes quite a lot of sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually.
It's very fitting.
Oof. Big oofa oof.
Oh, let's go. We got the nuke launcher.
Yeah, bro, go for it.
All right. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has intimidate. So it can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. Interesting.
Yeah, so if you have a green creature attached to this, only artifact creatures and green creatures can block it. It can't be a blue creature, black creature, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever else. Only that color.
Interesting. Whenever equipped creature attacks until the end of defending player's next turn, that player gets 2 rad counters whenever they cast a spell. Wow. Okay.
That's 2 rads per spell. That's hilarious.
I mean, that's gonna be a lot, I imagine.
That's so fun. No, that's a lot.
Yeah.
If this is like early on in the the sooner you get this out, I think the worse it will be. Because, or like, not like worse as in bad, but like
the more damage you will do to a player. Yeah,
yes. Like, oh, this is awesome.
That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that card. Also, interesting art as well.
It is.
Whatever.
Yeah, but we'll just pretend like.
All right, next we got Rad Storm. 3 of any color for a blue. It's an instant with Storm and Proliferate. So Storm means when you cast a spell, copy it for each spell that was cast before it this turn. So if you cast 4 spells, you're copying this 4 times.
Oh, okay.
So which means actually 5 because you're not counting the original. So you get 4 copies plus this, and then you just proliferate. Okay. So you're just adding 5 counters.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really awesome.
Yeah, that's
I love
super
it.
cool.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, I like it too.
Very nice.
Nice.
Next.
Atomize. Ooh, so instant, destroy target non-land permanents. Simple enough. And then proliferate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Pretty helpful, pretty reliable.
Is automizing something you doing?
Is that
a thing?
Judging by the artwork, I never knew it by name, but this is, I guess, what laser weapons can sometimes do.
Okay.
Atomizing, you get a cool animation. You get like a 1 in 5 chance, maybe. I don't know what the actual percentage chance is, but if you destroy an enemy, you have a chance of an animation playing out where they just get completely disintegrated. So,
dang, that's crazy.
Based on the artwork, I assume that's what they're referring to with atomizing with the laser weapons.
Word, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Next. Recon Craft Theta.
No way!
4/4 for 4. It's an artifact vehicle. So 4/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 blue alien creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it's a 1/1.
Nice.
Whenever Recon Craft Theta attacks, proliferate. Awesome. And then has crew 2. And crew means it's not a creature.
Okay.
It's just a spaceship.
Okay.
And for it to attack, you need to crew it, which just means like adding, you tap a creature and that has the number, so crew 2, so you tap a creature
that has 2
or creatures that add up to that number.
Okay.
And then they get into the ship. And then they attack.
Neat.
Yeah. So that's how that works.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah. So cool. We're incorporating the Thetan aliens into it as well, which is neat.
Yeah, that is super neat.
Yeah, I like it. All right, we got the Strength bobblehead next. Another bobblehead.
Yeah.
All right, so add 1 mana of any color. Very helpful. And then you can pay 3 mana to put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. Okay, so activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. Again, like, helps out if you got other bobbleheads.
And, you know it fits. It makes it stronger. Strong Strength bobblehead, so...
Yeah.
Pretty,
I like it.
Pretty useful, I'd say.
Next we got the Power Fist. So, it's an equipment with 1 of any color and a green. Equipped creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. That's awesome. That's sick. And then equip 2. Very awesome, very simple. I like it.
Absolutely. If you plan on using a melee build in your Fallout games, I think the Power Fist is essential. You should spend your skill points in unarmed and find a Power Fist as quickly as possible. Because if you build it up, you can become very, very powerful with it.
Oh, heck yeah.
So I always love doing like an unarmed build with Power Fists as weapons.
Okay, we only got a few more cards in this deck.
Cool. All right. The Struggle for Project Purity. So this is a Fallout 3 card. All right. Enchantment. As Struggle for Project Purity enters the battlefield, choose Brotherhood or Enclave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's another one of those choosing which faction.
This is basically the Battle of Hoover Dam, but for Fallout 3. Yeah. They're fighting over this.
Waka.
Yeah, so the whole plot of Fallout 3 is there's a group of scientists, Madison Lee's one of them, that's trying to purify the water because all the water's irradiated.
So I feel like that's a good idea.
Exactly. I think it'll be pretty helpful. Yeah. So the Enclave comes and they takes it over and they're like, well, if we have the pure water, then they're gonna have to rely on us, and then they'll like put us as their like a government because they need us because we have the pure water. So they take it over, and the Brotherhood of Steel is trying to take it back because they want to give the water to everybody. Yeah, why wouldn't the water be for everybody? I'm so confused. Because after the events of Fallout 2, which is when the Enclave were abducting people and like experimenting on them, and they also were making plans to wipe them all out because they believe everyone has like who has a little bit of radiation is already mutated into something that's not human. They see everyone living in the wasteland as mutants. But that's like everybody though. Exactly. You're 100% right. You like, as far as I know, the only place that isn't radiated is houses or. No, you're 100% right. Everyone is radiated. They aren't because they were on an oil rig off of the country. So they believe they are the only pure humans left. So they want to wipe out the entire population. I don't care if you think you're pure or not. Like, you still got like 0.1%, you know? Like, that's still something. Well, they don't think that way. I mean, they probably do, but they don't think that way. They're like, nah, we built an oil rig. We were away when the bombs fell. We're the only pure humans left. I hate that. So we're going to go wipe out the rest. I hate that thought process. Who are these guys? The Enclave. Fuck the Enclave. The Enclave are evil. They're the main antagonists of the whole series. That's awful. Yeah. So they try to take back the water because after they were destroyed in Fallout 2, no one trusts them anymore, obviously. Damn. So in Fallout 3, they're like, we're going to do this because then they'll have to rely on us because we'll have all the water. And yeah, the Brotherhood's like, no, fuck you. We're going to give it to everybody for free. Okay. Yeah. So anyway. Sick. That is the brief description of the conflict between the two of them. That's cool. But yeah. Vault 87. Oh, wait. We actually didn't go through. Oh, my. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Sorry. Wow. I thought those were the abilities. No, sorry. I got too. Lore drop. I got too into talking about the lore. Anyway, so just what they do. So the Brotherhood, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. You draw a card for each card drawn this way. Wow. Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah. And then for the Enclave, whenever a player attacks you with one or more creatures, that player gets twice that many rad counters. So both are pretty good. They are both pretty helpful, yeah. Absolutely. I think I still like the Brotherhood one, though. I like both. I think both are pretty good. I mean, I definitely think it depends, like, if you want the twice many rad counters, like if you're really gunning for that right now. If that's how you're trying to play the games, like, I want to get my opponents as many rads as possible. But like, if it's early on, like, might as well just draw extra cards, you know? Then you can get those rad counters, like, later. Vault 87, Forced Evolution. So for 5 mana, 3 of any color, a blue and a green, you get a Saga. First lore counter. Gain control of target non-mutant creature for as long as you control Vault 87, which will be 3 turns. So you steal something for 3. Cool. 3 turns. That's awesome. Not bad. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It becomes a mutant in addition to its types. So you could do it to this new creature, or you could do it to one of your own creatures. And then final one, draw cards equal to the greatest power among mutants specifically you control. No, that's neat. Okay, this is neat. Not crazy. Not like crazy. Cool or anything like that. But yeah, like if it was draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control, I think that'd be a lot better because like you're solely relying on a mutant to be really big and powerful. Yeah, at that point it's kind of just like a draw cards type deal. Yeah, but like I like drawing cards. Fine, I know. I like drawing cards too. I was just wondering if it really has any other big effect on it. Not really. I mean, like stealing something for 3 turns, but like it's a cool card for the vault. Vault 87 was one of the vaults that they were experimenting that FEV, Forced Evolutionary Virus, I was talking about in the other episode. That creates the super mutants. That was one of the locations they were experimenting it on. They were experimenting on the vault dwellers. Okay. And so those vault dwellers that mutated into the super mutants became the first generation of super mutants to exist on the East Coast. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so pretty neat. Heck yeah. All right, so we got a land. We got the Mariposa military base. They were also experimenting with FEV here. But anyway, you may have Mariposa military base enter the battlefield tapped. If you do, you get 2 rad counters. Love it. Okay, so add a colorless mana, and you can pay 5 to draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each rad counter. There we go. Helpful. Yeah, that's just free cards. That's free freaking cards in my mind. Yeah.
All right, and then let's move over to Vault 12, the Necropolis.
Yes, sir.
So for 4 of any color and 2 black, you get a Saga enchantment. Each player gets 3 rad counters. Nice. Second lore counter, create X 2/2 black zombie mutant creature tokens, where X is the number of rad counters among players.
Wow.
That's just added up.
Yeah.
That
is so insane.
That.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. And then final lore. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control that's a zombie or mutant.
Okay.
So your 2/2s become 4/4s.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Really helpful with building it up.
Love
and it
it.
fits the card as well, Vault 12, just for the quick lore side of things. Its experiment was to see what would happen to prolonged exposure to radiation.
Oh.
So the vault door was designed for it to not close properly, so that everyone inside the vault would still have radiation seep in, and basically they just wanted to see what would happen. And it turned them all into ghouls.
So that's why it says Vault Tech lied right there in the art.
Yes. Yep, exactly why.
Oof.
Yeah, they're
big.
evil. They did bad things, and that's why they turned it into a community called the Necropolis, because
That's
this is where all
insane.
ghouls went to live. Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
And we got through another deck.
We
Let's
did.
go.
Let's go,
Woo.
boys. Hell yeah. Science.
All right.
The science deck.
Yeah.
Take over this guy.
Let's go. We will go with Liberty Prime Recharged. Democracy is non-negotiable. So, legendary artifact creature robot has vigilance, trample, and haste. Wow, okay. Whenever Liberty Prime recharged attacks or blocks, sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy.
blocks?
Okay, wow. I guess so, yeah.
I don't like that.
Doesn't seem that helpful, yeah. I mean,
If you don't have any energy, you just can't do anything. With it.
yeah,
You
that's
just
kind of
can't-
crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the science deck, so energy is a huge component.
Energy is
to
a
it.
huge component, yeah.
So you can pay 2 mana to sacrifice an artifact, and you get 2 energy and draw a card. So if you don't have it, I guess you can just create it yourself.
You can just create it, but you
Yeah.
still need an artifact
Yeah.
to sacrifice, you know? And what if you like all your artifacts?
Yeah.
You just want to sacrifice your soul ring so you
I
can
wouldn't-
use this guy
no,
once?
I wouldn't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
All right. Synth Eradicator. 3/3 with haste for 3, 2 of any color, and a red. I already said it has haste. When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may get 2 energy. If you don't, you may play that. Interesting. So you can choose either or. You can choose to get the energy, or you can play that card later if you really want to. And then you can tap it to pay 3 mana, and then it deals 3 damage to any target.
Okay.
I'm so, like, not an energy lover.
Yeah. Outside of what the card actually does, I gotta say, I'm just really not a fan of this artwork at all. It doesn't look anything like a synth at all. I'll be completely honest.
Dang.
It looks bad. That's like the first artwork that I'm gonna say, like, I just don't like it.
Don't like it?
I think it looks bad.
Dang.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
Dang. All right, next.
But anyway,
Yeah.
next up we got a Brotherhood Scribe, a creature human artificer. Okay,
yeah.
interesting. Metalcraft. You get 1 energy counter. Activate only if you control 3 or more artifacts.
Okay, so you can just tap it and get some more energy.
Yeah. Whenever you get 1 or more energy during your turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. So that's pretty nice.
That's nice. See, this is like of the other 2 energy cards we've seen, like, yeah, like the other 2 create energy. But I feel like with the big robot guy, it's like, oh, you're just going to use it right away. And then with the other guy, it's like, what if you want to play that card? Then I guess I'm not getting energy.
Yeah, this one's nicer because it like builds.
Actually, like gives you energy for like no downside.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
At least like with a downside that like I'm not going to choose. I'm not going to choose to get energy.
Right.
Like with the synth eradicator specifically, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out a Sultron Dominator.
Yes, sir.
2/2 for 2, 1 of any color in a red. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Already better. Just like you just get it for free.
Yeah.
And then whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you may pay an energy. If you do, put your choice of a +1/+1 count, +1/+1 first strike or trample counter on that creature.
Wow.
I like this card. This card is.
I like it a lot too.
Yeah, that's so much better. All right. See, that is also a cheap enough cost where I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Anything more than 1, I think I'd be like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
I like him.
Next.
Synth Infiltrator. All right. Artifact creature synth. Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pay for 1. Okay. You may have Synth Infiltrator enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's a synth artifact creature in addition to its other types.
Cool.
Interesting.
So you just get a copy of whatever you want, basically.
Okay. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Oh, no.
I love getting up and doing this.
Oh, no.
Wait, hold on. Sentry Bot. 2/5 for 5, 4 of any color, and a white with flash.
Nice.
Love that. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature attacking you.
Oh.
So this is like one you would play if someone like just on combat.
It's literally built for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
When he enters the battlefield, you get an energy for each creature attacking you. I like that.
That's
so if
also
it's just
nice.
a big army of mutants or 1/1s, little guys, get a crap ton of energy.
Right.
And at the beginning of combat, on your turn, you may pay 3 energy if you do put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Wow.
And they stick around.
Okay.
Like this guy. See, there we go. We're finally getting some energy cards that
good
like
one.
a solidly like this is you can't disagree. Like this is good. I can see the argument for the other ones that we've talked about that were like but like this one is like legit. Like this is good.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
What's this guy got?
We got Robo Brain Warmind. Okay. Artifact creature robot. Robo Brain Warmind's power is equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Like that.
Wow. When Robo Brain Warminds enters the battlefield, you can get an amount of energy counter equal to the number of artifact creatures you control.
Okay.
Whenever Robo Brain Warmind attacks, you may pay 3 energy if you do draw a card.
1 card is 3 energy?
Well, I'm assuming that they're trying to like make it like you assume that you have a ton of
like
energy built up. Yeah.
But like
I mean, that's really, I mean, every deck has, or every card in this deck so far has dealt with energy in some way. So.
except for the synth.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Infiltrator,
I guess the synth doesn't really do that.
Like I'm not saying that they don't. Like I agree 100%. It's just like 3 energy for 1 card. That's a lot. What if you only have 5? And what if your commander is the big robot guy? So you're gonna have to use that other 2.
Yeah.
Now you're back at 0.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. My assumption is at the certain point in the game, you would have tons of cards that are just making energy for you in different ways.
Right.
I don't know. You're right. It's not.
I mean, like Sentry Bot is only 1 card. You know, you're
Yeah.
not gonna have multiple Sentry Bots.
Yeah,
unless you use the Synthicon.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
so,
you're
like,
right. Where it's like it's not that good. I definitely see where you're coming from. With
I like it when he enters. You get the amount of artifact creatures. Like that's awesome. Like that in of itself could get you a lot of energy. It's really the third ability where it's like you have to pay 3 for 1. 3 for 1 is just not cool.
I get that.
Behemoth of Vault 0.
No way! Oh my god!
6/6 for 6.
Bro, I think this is a Fallout Tactics card. That's insane.
That's cool.
It's not even part of the mainline games.
That's cool. You get a Robit.
Half the community doesn't even consider that game canon. That's awesome.
It's got Trample. When it enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy. Awesome. Sick. Cool.
That is very nice.
When it dies, you may pay an amount of energy equal to target non-land permanent's mana value when you do destroy that permanent. Cool.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Dude walking by. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just noticed him.
That's hilarious.
But anyway.
Okay, so you can hypothetically destroy something if you pay the energy.
That is really cool.
I kind of like him. Again, this, like, the deck that we're seeing right now, like, this is very much like, I don't think you can really take this apart all that much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're playing with this deck.
Yeah,
and that's kind of
they rely on each other very much. Yeah.
Like again, like there are non-energy, like there are energy cards in other sets, but it's only like 2 or 3.
Right.
And it's just like you're really only pulling from those 3.
Yeah.
And it's like
of the decks we've gone through, this is definitely my least favorite. This definitely isn't the one I'd like to play with, in my opinion. I can see kind of the merit into playing with it, but
yeah,
it just wouldn't be
definitely
my personal one.
It's just so energy reliant.
Yeah, which definitely annoys me too.
Which like the mutant deck or the rad one, there were so many different avenues you could go in my mind. Like I'm like, you could go full rad counters. You could even just go +1/+1 counters. Yeah. You could go like mill. Like that's at least 3 different strategies. And then you can even choose like specific. You can go mutant tribal if you really wanted to. So yeah.
I just really like that card is representing Fallout Tactics. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Check out this guy.
Oh, sweet. We got Liam Neeson. All right. So we got James the Wandering Dad. Legendary creature, human scientist. Okay, I'm confused already by the bottom of this.
Okay. So I'll read it. So basically, you have an option when it comes to this card.
Okay.
You can cast the Follow Him instead of this, and you get this effect.
Oh, okay.
And then he's exiled for a little bit.
Oh.
And then, so he's like off in a faraway land.
Yeah.
And then you can pay this later, and then get all the rest of that.
Interesting.
Stuff. Yeah.
That's
so Follow Him is X blue for an instant adventure. Investigate X times. So you just get a bunch of clues, and you can pay a bunch of mana and draw a bunch of cards.
Okay.
And then the rest of it reads: tap him, add 2 mana to colorless specifically. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. So if you have like this guy, for example, with card we're not going to say because we haven't
haven't revealed it yet.
But you see like it's 1 colorless, so it'll lower so it'll only cost blue after that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so quite interesting. I like it. This is cool.
A neat guy for sure.
Definitely neat. Going in a different avenue than the rest of this deck, which I actually like.
Yeah.
Like I like that he's different.
Yeah. He's Liam Neeson.
That's awesome.
He's Liam Neeson in Fallout 3, and in this artwork, he's giving you your BB gun for your 10th birthday.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so nice.
All right,
so
check
nice.
This next art is crazy.
That is really cool. I really like it. Yeah, so Red Death Shipwrecker. Legendary creature, crab mutants. So,
crab.
Alluring Eyes. Goad target creature an opponent controls. That player draws a card. You add 1 red mana. Yeah. Until your next turn, that creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than if able.
Yes, yeah. So goad is basically like if it's me, you, and Matt. If you goad Matt's creature has to attack.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
So this is goad.deck.
Okay, well that's pretty neat.
I mean, hey, target player. Like I can see this as a little bit of a group hug thing where it's like, hey, I goaded your creature, and I know you're mad at me, but you drew a card.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at me. And I make a red mana.
Right.
I like this guy. He's cool.
He's cool.
Also 2 mana as well. This is awesome.
Not very expensive to cast.
Yeah. No, not expensive at all.
Neat.
Very easy. Cool. Hypothetically, turn 2.
Yeah.
Or turn 1, depending on the color.
What you can
what you can do. None of our decks can do that.
Right.
Because too overpowered.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Curie.
Emergent intelligence.
Is that how you say it? Curie?
Yeah, Curie.
Okay, Curie, Emergent Intelligence. 1 of any color and a blue for a 1/3 legendary artifact creature robot. When it deals combat damage, to a player, draw cards equal to its base power. I like it. So its base power is currently 1, so you'd only draw 1 card, but if you boost it up, you can draw more cards. Yeah. And then you can pay 1 mana of any color and a blue, exile another target non-token artifact creature you control. Curie becomes a copy of the exiled creature.
Oh, dang.
Except it has when this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yeah. So it just keeps the first ability.
Okay.
That's awesome. I like this.
Yeah, that's pretty
really
cool.
like this.
I like it too. I can see how that can be like useful.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you build around it specifically.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say in the energy deck like this is doing all that much, honestly.
Yeah.
I would kind of say if you want to go the energy route, like take all 3 of these out, actually.
Yeah.
Low key.
They don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Yeah. But like on their own, I think they're all awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all sick.
So these are the ones you can pull out of the deck and then build other decks.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Rex.
Let's go, baby.
Cyber
the
dog.
best dog in the series. Yes, Rex is way better than dog meat. So we got Rex the Cyber Hound, legendary artifact creature, robot dog. Whenever Rex Cyberhound deals combat damage to a player, they mill 2 cards and you get 2 energy.
Cool.
Nice.
He has to deal combat though. It's not just attacking. You have to deal with combat damage.
Right. I see. Okay. Well, with someone like Matt who's just going to take it most of the time, I feel like it's like whatever.
Yeah. All I'm saying, if I have a 3/3, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm killing Rex.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Damn. Pay 2 energy, choose target creature card in a graveyard, exile it with a brain counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery.
Cool.
Rex has all activated abilities of all cards in exile with brain counters on them. That's cool. Is very cool.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I really, really, really like that.
That is very,
That's
very
so cool.
Yeah.
That's a really cool use of energy. See, this is a good example of a good energy card. Like, it's not solely on energy. Like, whenever he deals combat, you get the energy to use later. And it's not like, it's not 3 mana, or 4, it's 2.
Yeah.
So, I like this guy. This guy a lot.
It plays into Rex's quest a little bit too, because at one point you have to get a brain replacement for him.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to like find another dog to get its brain to give to Rex. And depending on the dog that you kill. Yeah, that's sad. that part's sad. But depending on the dog that you choose, it gives Rex a different ability.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, just like the card.
Exactly, just like the card.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Paladin Dance.
Yes, sir.
Steel Maverick, 3/3 for 3, so 2 of any color and a white.
Good old Dance.
Vigilance and Lifelink. Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
It's literally your card.
Why is he called a synth knight? Oh, because he is a synth. I'm sorry.
When you can just exile him at any point. Each creature you control that's an artifact or human gains indestructible until end of turn.
Wow.
So it's just like a free fog, free combat trick.
Yeah.
I like it. It's very akin to, there's a Lord of the Rings card. It's Boromir's card.
Oh, okay.
Boromir is very similar.
Okay.
It's literally sacrifice Boromir, all your other creatures get indestructible. Which is like very Boromir.
And it's Boromir in the movie.
Yeah, it's literally Boromir. It's Sean Bean.
Sorry, I haven't read the books. I only watched
Peter
Jackson movies.
You haven't seen the old animated
Not
one?
the Lord of the Rings
Dude.
one, no. Didn't I watch The Hobbit one
Yes,
with you?
okay, yeah, I was gonna say that to me is the best that is the best movie adaptation of The Hobbit.
Yeah, I mean, don't people this is totally off topic, unrelated, but don't people also not like that one?
Weird. I don't understand. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, is it the singing that's off-putting?
What I couldn't understand, because I thought people view it as like a classic, and even like Smiling Friends is willing to obviously reference it.
Yeah.
Yet you see people talking about it, and it's always people just be like, oh yeah, those terrible Hobbit movies, those terrible Lord of the Rings animated movies.
The Lord of the Rings one is not very good.
Well, Return of the King especially. That YouTube video convinced me.
Dude,
Anyway.
I hate that. Dude, that YouTube video that I watched, you talking about that one?
Well, yeah, the one about the Return of the King.
I hated that guy. Bro.
Oh, you hated that guy? Okay, but he was accurate on it, talking about the Return of the King.
He was nitpicking a little too much. Like I agree there are issues, but he was like, every single thing is a problem. And I'm like, you can still enjoy it. Like, I still enjoy watching. It's goofy, but I still enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching the Ralph Bakshi ones too. And those ones aren't like exact, but also Ralph Bakshi was like, you can never animate this movie because like it's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
And he's kind of right though. He's 100% right.
Shout out to Ralph Bakshi and your future Wizards video you plan on making.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I mean, once it comes down to it.
Once the idea comes to me and everything, I did watch it the other week and I was just like, I have really nothing to say.
Oh, really?
Right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
at least right now. Welcome back.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Nick Valentine, Private Eye. All right. Legendary artifact creature, Synth Detective. Nick Valentine, Private Eye, can't be blocked except by artifact creatures. Interesting.
Does he not kill artifact creatures? Is that like a thing he does? Or like, I'm sorry, synths? Does he not kill other synths?
No, he kills synths. It's not.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really think that plays into his character at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever Nick Valentine or another artifact creature you control dies, you may investigate.
Okay, so I guess it's like investigating the body and everything, like kind of get clues.
Yeah.
I like him. I like this guy a lot.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's sick, honestly. It's a pure, if you want to go pure Nick, bro, go for it. All right. Arcade Ganon.
Yes, sir. Another great companion.
This isn't Ganondorf.
No.
This isn't the guy.
No, it's Arcade Ganon.
What? But
Arcade Ganon.
he's not pixelated.
Nah, we love Arcade Ganon.
All right. 2, 3 for 4. 2 of any color, a white and a blue. Tap it to draw a card, then discard a card. Put a quest counter on Arcade. Oh, we're back to quest counters.
There you go.
Wow, no, wow, we're just done with energy, apparently.
I guess.
Fuck it. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an artifact or human spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on him. Okay, I like it. So just get a bunch of quest counters on him, cast some stuff. I like it. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's enough cards that create quest tokens to really like benefit from
That's
this.
like I'm trying to remember like the ones that we talked about already.
But
from
most
the
of
other
them
decks.
were like you can only because the other deck that we looked at that had quest counters was green, white, red, and black, white, red. So you could only use the white cards that make the quest counters.
Dang.
And I don't know how many blue cards create quest counters.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be more as we read along and I'm like talking out of my ass right now.
We'll see, yeah.
But
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
That's a shame, but
Yeah, that is a
Well.
shame. He seems like a cool guy.
he's all right.
I'd hang out with him.
Oh yeah, Arcade Ganon, as far as he is in the games, he's a fantastic character. One of the best companions, in my opinion.
Heck yeah. All right.
Really, really cool companion.
What about Sarah?
Sentinel Sarah Lyons, a legendary creature human knight, has haste.
Cool.
As long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, creatures you control get +2/+2.
Wow.
That is pretty cool.
That's really good.
Battalion. Whenever Sentinel Sarah Lyons and at least 2 other creatures attack, Sentinel Sarah Lyons deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target player.
That's so good.
Sarah Lyons seems awesome. Yeah,
No, that is awesome.
for sure.
Just cast artifacts. You get really good abilities.
Yeah,
It's
I
awesome.
I like that. Yeah, super cool. Very nice.
Elder Owen Lyons.
Yeah.
Are these two guys related?
Yeah, it's her dad.
Oh, that's sick.
They're dead.
3/3 human knight for 4 mana, so 2 of any color, a white and a blue. Artifacts you control have ward 1.
Oh, okay. There we go. Back to word.
Cool. It's whatever. It's fine. When he enters the battlefield or dies, return target artifact from your graveyard to okay.
That's pretty.
I really like that ability.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think like I don't know if I would build around him, but honestly, if you have a blink deck that has white and blue in the colors or is just white and blue, I think he's a nice include because like he gives your artifacts ward 1, which is nice protection, and you can return stuff. If you have like an artifact that sacrifices itself.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. I like this card for sure. I do like it. And again, it is that card that gives other things like they don't just have ward.
Right.
You have to, and also like him dying will have it all lose it, but you get something for him dying. So I like this card.
I like it too.
like it.
I definitely like that second ability for sure.
Oh no, the second ability is sick. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
The Motherlode Excavator. All right. Legendary artifact creature robot. When the Motherlode enters the battlefield, choose target opponent. You get an amount of energy, back to energy, equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls.
Cool.
That's nice.
So if it says plains so like just a basic land, that's it. That I mean, you know what a basic
It's equal to the non-basic
Yes,
land, so it has
yes.
to be a specific land.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a name that has a name other than just
Basic. Whatever.
forest,
Yeah.
plains, island, mountain.
Whenever the Motherlode
Swamp.
attacks...
I had to think of the last one.
You're good. Whenever the Motherlode attacks, you may pay 4 energy.
Oof.
When you do, destroy target non-basic land defending player controls, and creatures that player controls without flying can't block this turn.
Oh.
So that is pretty useful.
That is
And I think
pretty
that is
useful.
worth the cost of 4 energy.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think that's like not too much and not too like it's not so overpowered.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
I like it for sure.
I like it too.
definitely
I like it. Very random card to add to the Fallout deck.
Yeah.
As far as its context to Fallout, it's a 76 robot you use one time in the story.
Oh,
and
really?
It's one of the most boring, just like
Oh,
nothing things
dang.
at all. It's just what you use to break into a vault in 76.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay,
yeah.
whatever. Next we got Sean, Father of Synths. Isn't this the villain in the 4th game?
Yep.
Cool.
He's your son.
Oh,
he's
what's
your
up, son?
Grown up
What's
and
up,
old.
dude?
Yeah.
So this is Liam Neeson's kid.
No.
No?
That's what's annoying about the Bethesda games. They just reused old stories. Fallout 3, you're going after your dad. Fallout 4, you're going off after your son. But they're two unrelated families.
My bad.
You're good.
Sean, father of synths, 3 of any color, a blue and a red for a 3/4 human scientist. Whenever you attack, you may create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of target attacking legendary creature you control other than Sean. Except it's not legendary and it's a synth artifact creature in addition to other types. So basically, if you got a cool legend, you can just make... This is like Matt's deck, honestly.
Yeah.
You just create a copy that's that copy of a legend, but like it's not legendary anymore. Like this one is not like... Legend rule doesn't apply to him. This is like... It gets around the legend rule. Like it's making a synth replica.
Okay. That's
and then
cool.
when he leaves the battlefield, exile all synth tokens you control.
Overall,
I feel like that.
Cool.
I feel like that, because if he's the father of synths, if he's gone, they're
all
synths.
gone too. Yeah, I think
like
that fits and makes
That's
sense.
cool.
I like it too.
Sick.
No, I like it a lot too.
Heck
for sure.
yeah.
Bottle cap blast. Let's go. An instant improvise. I need to remember what that is. Your artifacts can help cast the spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pay for 1. Cool.
So you can pay 1 red mana and you can tap 4 artifacts.
Okay.
So like 4 clue tokens.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, okay.
This.
Bottle cap blast deals 5 damage to any target.
Okay.
If excess damage was dealt to a permanent this way, create that many tapped treasure tokens.
So excess damage is trample basically for instants and sorceries.
Right.
And there are other cards that use excess damage. But basically, if you deal 5 damage to a 3/3, you'll make 2 treasure tokens.
Okay.
Because 5 minus 3 is 2. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So this card I got spoiled to when I was looking up cards. And this is like the first energy card where I'm like, this is good.
Okay.
Like this is like legit amazing.
Yeah.
And I know the frame is kind of dark and I'm just kind of done at this point. So whatever. Electro Siphon.
Yes, there you
I had to think. Electro Siphon. Blue, and red. Counter target spell. You get an amount of energy equal to that's mana value.
Okay.
So if you counter a 7 mana spell, you get 7
That's
energy.
really nice.
Like that is really,
Yeah.
really nice. Like there is a card called Mana Drain.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of the most powerful counter spells ever. It's like $40+. Like it's insane.
Wow. Okay.
And Magic cards should never be that expensive, in my opinion.
Okay.
But because I think everyone should be able to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It shouldn't be pay to win.
It shouldn't be pay to win
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
I agree.
But it's a card that reads counter target spell. You get an amount of colorless energy, or not colorless mana equal to the mana value.
Okay.
So if you counter a 7 mana spell, you get 7 colorless energy,
Yeah,
which is just super helpful.
Right.
Like I get why the card is so expensive because that's such
So powerful.
so powerful.
Yeah.
But like, come on. Then that means only like 5% of Magic players probably have it,
Right.
or at least the average Magic player. You know?
Yeah.
God.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Plasma Caster. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Neat. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you get 2 energy counters.
Okay, so you just get it for free.
Yeah, so that's another way to create
yeah.
energy very quickly. So
Yeah.
there you go. And if you pay
So that's like
energy,
3 cards, or like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
we're still in single digits right now.
Yeah.
It should not be that way. It should be easy to get energy because of this deck.
But at least this is a card that makes it easier, right?
Yeah,
Because it's just
yeah.
like, hey, every time you attack, you're
Yeah.
going to get 2 energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can also pay 2 energy to choose target creature that's blocking, equipped creature, flip a coin. If you win the flip, exile the chosen creature. Otherwise, Plasma Caster deals 1 damage to it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That
so
seems-
it can just die outright, just straight up, like exiled.
Yeah.
You're gone, son.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Is that what plasma casters do?
I mean, it's
Do they
another
just like straight up kill?
it's another like laser weapon, so it basically has the same thing of just like, yeah,
It could just like decimate
it can,
someone.
yeah, it can just like
Okay.
completely
Word.
disintegrate someone.
Hell
So,
yeah.
There you go.
Expert level safe. Get your pit pocket tools ready, boys. When it enters the battlefield, exile the top 2 cards of your library face down.
Neat.
Pay 1 mana, tap it. You and target opponent each secretly choose 1, 2, or 3. Okay.
Wow.
Then those choices are revealed. If they match, sacrifice it. sacrifice the safe, put all cards exiled with it into their owner's hands.
Wow.
Otherwise, exile the top card of your library face down. Oh, so you can just keep...
Damn.
Just keep going.
So it's literally kind of just like lockpicking and getting the stuff from the safe.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
That's
I like
cool.
it. I like it.
And it doesn't stop until you actually do it.
Right.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's cool. Unless someone blows it up, and then it's like, my stuff is gone.
Right.
Fuck.
Automated assembly line. Artifact. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get an energy.
There we go.
So there's more of these starting to pop
more.
up. Pay 3 energy, create a tapped 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token.
Okay. So they help out each other, like whenever one or more artifact creatures deal combat damage, you get an energy, and you're spending 3 just to get an artifact creature. So I think this is very nice. I think this is one of the best energy cards we've gotten.
I think so too.
3 mana for a 3/3, I think is perfectly on curve.
It fits, yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is fine. I think we're
You
good.
needed to be afraid of me. It's my Securitrons that are going to kill you, Mr. House.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what Mr. House says.
Nice. And then we got T45 Power Armor. So for 2 mana, you get this equipment. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 mana. Cool. Equipped creature gets a +3/+3, but it doesn't untap.
Oh, you get 2 energy when it enters the battlefield. Okay.
But I'm assuming you're going to have to use energy to untap it. Because currently, equipped creature gets +3/+3, but it can't untap during your untap step.
Okay.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay a energy if you do untap it, and then put your choice of a menace, a trample, or lifelink counter. Okay, it brought
useful.
it back.
Yeah,
It brought it
pretty
back.
useful.
It's only 1 energy, and it's equipped 3, so this is fine.
I think that's pretty balanced.
You can also, if you really want to, you can unequip things for free. Just in Magic, you can just go boop, but you have to do it on your turn.
Right.
Unless a card says otherwise.
Right.
And at sorcery speed.
Okay.
You can't attach equipment at instant speed unless a card says otherwise. There's 2 cards that do that or something. So cool. I like it.
I like it
for
too.
Sure.
We got the Endurance Bobblehead.
I think this is the last one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Add 1 mana of any color. So there you go. You can tap it for 3. Up to X target creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control as you activate this ability. Okay. So
endurance is just you stay alive.
you continue
you're
to
good.
endure.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Camp. CAMP.
Yep. It's a camp.
Yeah, I did. I was like, did I spell camp correctly?
No, yeah.
Holy crap. So for 3 mana, you get an artifact fortification. Is that a Fallout thing? Fortification?
I mean, you can fortify your camps, I guess. So,
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it wouldn't just be fortify.
Yeah.
Like it would be a fortification.
Right.
Anyway, whenever fortified land... Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Whenever fortified land is tapped for mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature shares a color with the mana that land produced, Jesus Christ, create a junk token. Oh,
you might have to explain this one.
They put it's
at the bottom.
At the bottom, I would have liked it at the top.
Yes, me too. Because I was like, what is fortified?
I mean, I know equip costs are normally at the bottom of a card, but I feel like this isn't is it a design? I don't know if it's a design flaw, but it's.
Well, it didn't say equip. It's just fortify, and I was like, so what does fortify mean? That's a new mechanic I gotta figure out. What is fortify?
It's an equipment you can attach to lands.
Okay, so pay 3 to attach it to a land.
You pay 3 mana to cast it, and you got to pay 3. So it's 6 mana.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. You were correct.
No. I was just clarifying.
Yeah. So for 6 mana total, whenever fortified land is tapped for a mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature shares a color, okay. So when you make the mana, okay. This is making sense now. Mm-hmm. Reading the card explains the card. Haven't said that yet, but it's a rule.
It popped up.
It's a rule. It is.
We're gonna go one Magic video without you having to explain the card explains the card.
If we can go one round, actually. Like, that would be incredible, actually. That would be crazy. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying at this point.
Look, I need the refresher sometimes.
Right.
I need to remember.
I know, but like sometimes I'm like, Tom, you got it. Like it's there. Something isn't clicking, but like, you just gotta reread it. Just reread it.
The card.
Yeah.
All right.
Take this next one.
Well, okay. Brotherhood Vertibird. It is a artifact vehicle flying. Brotherhood Vertibird's power is equal to the number of artifacts you control.
Cool.
Neat. Crew 2. So this is again where you tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 2 or greater. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn.
And then it can attack and stuff
okay.
after. So before that, it's literally you can't even block with it if it's not crewed.
Okay.
You have to like crew it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I like it. Just big boy.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge vehicle lover kind of thing. Like I think if you're building a deck around it, that's fine. But like if you're not, then it's kind of whatever, I guess. Okay. So the Pridwin, the Pridwin Steel Flagship.
There you go.
For 6 mana, so 4 of any color, and a white, you get a 6/6 vehicle legendary. So this can technically be your commander.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a few other legends like that, other vehicles, but like I've literally seen no one do this before.
Okay.
So it's a flyer. Whenever that would be really funny if a flagship couldn't fly.
Yeah, really.
Whenever whenever a non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with this creature gets a +2/+2 for as long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control.
Okay.
So I like how it enters and you automatically get that 2 power.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to like either spend mana to get a guy out or it's like, oh my guy was here is now dead.
Right.
You just get it for free.
Right.
I like this.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I like it too.
Sick. Take this now.
Right.
I think you'll like this one.
Nuka-Cola vending machine artifact. All right, pay 1 to create a food token. So there you go.
Yeah.
Gain 3 life from sacrificing. That's cool.
3. Oh, it's 3. My bad. I've been saying food is 2 life for like forever. It's 3.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
Is it 3 universally or is it just for this card?
It's 3 universally.
Okay.
I'm just dumb.
Oh well, yeah, I wouldn't have done it anyway. Whenever you sacrifice a food, create a tapped treasure token.
Yeah.
So it's an artifact with tap sacrifices artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, so that's awesome.
I think it's a really good
So
card.
it just gives you life, gives you mana, it does all the above.
It does all the things. So
it's literally a vending machine that just gets you stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
this is the
wrong.
last
There
one.
is another bobblehead.
Wow. Casey got something wrong.
Haha.
Damn. It's not like my everyday life. All right, Intelligence Bobblehead. So it's an artifact, 3 mana, 3 colorless for a bobblehead. Add 1 mana of any color. Pay 5 mana to tap it. Draw X cards where X is the number of bobbleheads you control.
Nice.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very easy. I feel like you're not going to activate this one unless you have like almost all of them.
Right,
honestly.
exactly.
But yeah, this is cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, Vault 112 Sadistic Simulation. Interesting. Oh, okay. I know which vault this is. Oops. I'm sorry. I know which vault this is. As a saga enters, blah, blah. Anyway, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. You get 2 energy. Okay.
And then a stun counter is it does not untap during the next untap step.
Okay.
So it stays
stunned.
tapped. Yeah.
It's stunned.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All
You do that twice. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pay any amount of energy. If you paid 1 or more energy this way, shuffle your library, then exile that many cards from the top. You may play one of those cards without paying its mana cost.
Okay.
Neat.
I like this. This is definitely neat for sure.
It's very cool.
I like it more than other energy. You're getting something cool regardless.
Yeah.
And you get to choose what it is as well. Like it would suck if you just got like 6. If you paid 6 energy, you got 6 lands.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me, man.
Pretty neat card. Vault 112 is a very cool vault. It's a vault where everyone's stuck in these little pods that are simulating the pre-war America. So all the vault dwellers in this vault are just stuck in this simulation.
That's fucked up.
And the vault
man.
overseer is just like torturing them the whole time. Because every time he like tortures them and kills them, he can always just reset them and then they forget everything that happened to them. So it gives you a really cool moral question, which is, do you shut down the vault, which would kill everyone indefinitely, or do you let them live forever in this simulation where they're going to be tortured forever for the rest of eternity?
I'm shutting it down.
Here's the thing, though. After they die every time in the simulation, they're always brought back with no memories of what happened previously.
Right. I'm still shutting it down.
Okay.
This sounds like an awful way to live. You know? Like as a tree, I can still like chill. You know? Like I don't think that'd be awful, but like you're actually reliving, or not even like reliving, but like
that's the thing. You're not reliving it because you don't remember any of the other things that happened, you know? That's what's so crazy about it. That's why it's kind of a difficult choice.
I think it's still fucked up.
It is.
I don't think a person should live that way.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
It's kind of like just clenching to that one YouTube video that you just really love, and you're like, I wish I was back in this era.
Yeah.
I could experience this for the first time.
Right.
I just can't. All right, Nerd Rage. For 2 of any color and a blue, you get an aura, enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, like it already. Enchant creature you have no maximum hand size.
There you go.
Love that. And whenever this creature attacks, if you have 10 or more cards in hand, it gets a +10/+10.
That's so crazy.
For 3 mana, this is a lot.
That's insane. A little too overpowered, you might say?
Low key. I think 4 mana is like perfect.
Yeah.
4 or 5. 3 mana is just like so few for something so good.
Crazy, yeah. Wow. Although you do have to be able to have the cards to be able to get 10 or more cards in your hand. So
yeah, but like with no maximum hand size,
that's not like too hard.
That's not too hard, especially if you're just trying to like constantly like draw cards.
Yeah.
Like this in my mono blue deck, it would be really good.
Over encumbered. Enchantment aura. Enchants opponent. When over encumbered enters the battlefield, enchanted opponent creates a clue token, a food token, and a junk token.
Awesome.
Wow.
All the tokens.
Yeah.
Except treasure.
Yeah.
Why not treasure?
Yeah, I don't know. At the beginning of combat on enchanted opponent's turn, that player may pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, creatures can't attack this combat.
Because they're over encumbered.
I like that.
They got too much stuff.
Okay, that's pretty neat.
Okay, I like that.
I actually do like that too.
Very neat.
That grew on
very
me.
Interesting. All right, I think these are the last 2 actually.
Oh, really?
So Helios 1. Is that how it is?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep, you got it.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. Good job.
All right, so tap for a colorless. This is one of the better energy cards. Pay 1 mana and tap this. You get an energy for free.
Go.
So
easy
literally,
enough.
you're paying a mana
just to get an energy.
And energy. Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
And like actually like it's a land, so it's not the easiest to kill. So you can kind of get this almost every turn.
Okay.
Unless you need the mana. Like this is probably the most consistent one, simply because it is a land.
Okay.
And everything. Like, because everything else we've seen is like on combat, whenever you attack, whenever this enters, you know, like it's very dependent on what it does. This is kind of just like whenever you want to.
Yes.
And then pay 3 mana, tap it, pay X amount of energy, sacrifice it, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent with mana value X or less. Activate. Okay, that's cool. So you can just kill something.
Yeah, it's neat.
I like it.
Helios 1, as it says at the bottom, is this big like research thing that contacts with these satellites. It's able to give energy to different areas in the wasteland.
Oh, that's cool.
It's also able to take the satellite and shoot down a laser from the sky.
This is a lot.
And destroy whatever.
Wow.
So I think that's very fitting for the card as well. That you can just tap, you pay the energy and then destroy something. It's just like what the Archimedes
cool.
Yeah, in the quest you have the option of either giving energy to like areas of the wasteland, or power, I should say, instead of energy, giving power to like different parts of the wasteland, or you can say fuck all of them and power a super cool gun that when you pull the trigger, that's what calls the laser down.
Yo, that's badass.
And that's always what I do in my playthrough. So
that's I mean, that seems just like an overpowered weapon.
Exactly. That's basically what it is.
All right, Tom, take us home.
All right,
this is our final one.
Let's go.
And I wasn't trying to be thematic, but this kind of fits.
Yeah.
With our last, just on the name alone.
Yeah,
I think this fits.
Absolutely. We have the Vault 13 Dweller's Journey.
What a journey this has been, Tom. I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you for having me. This was amazing.
Dude.
This was so much fun.
Hopefully this will be the first of many.
I'm excited. I would love to come back.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. No, of course, bro. Yeah.
Especially the more I learn.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be like a Fallout or like collab or Magic Fallout. Like it can be any kind of collab we want to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping to be back for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Fallout 13 Dweller's Journey. For each player, exile up to one other target enchantment or creature that player controls until Vault 13 leaves the battlefield. So pretty nice. Everyone just has to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
All right. You gain 2 life and scry 2. Neat. Return 2 cards exiled with Vault 13 to the battlefield under their owner's control and put the rest on the bottom of their owner's libraries. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
I don't. What a way to end it. All the cards like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
it does stuff. That's
it
cool.
does do stuff.
Yeah.
It does. Well, this has been it, ladies and gentlemen. We've literally, the sun has set.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's dark in here. Hold on, this is gonna hurt our eyes for just a moment. Oh, never mind. This is a whole, it's like a whole.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
Oh,
there we go.
That's bright.
We're a little bit brighter.
Oh my goodness. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like, comment, subscribe, do
all the stuff.
all the
Do
YouTube
all of
things. Tom's stuff will be in the description down below. I didn't already say that before. I'll have something pop up at the beginning probably.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Make sure you give this man some love and definitely like that video, comment, share, all that stuff.
All that stuff.
If you like Magic, if you like Fallout, I'm very excited for these cards to come out.
Oh no, yeah, super excited. It's like
sure.
March 14th or 13th.
Awesome.
Yeah, so like 2 weeks into the month, basically.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'll definitely be picking some up.
Or the third week. It's in the first video. Go watch the first video.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in another one.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Heck yeah.
Let's go!
Oh, we did it!
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, bro,
This
of course.
was awesome.
Anytime. I love doing this with you.
Yeah, this was so much fun. Yeah, I'm so down to collab on all kinds of stuff in the future.
Brightness. I hate it.
I know.
I hate it so
it's
much.
annoying.
All right. Goodbye, audio.
Goodbye.